In this video, I am talking about Tom Hardy playing Venom? What? What is up, YouTube? It's Josh. This is the Den of Nerds. Yes, this channel still exists. We still put out content. I am so sorry, guys. Look, I know I've been apologizing a lot in videos. I'm currently running a Kickstarter online for my comic book, Robin Hood Eon's Edge. Shameless plug. Go check it out. But honestly, this whole process has taken way more time than I anticipated, and I've been slacking on the YouTubes, so I apologize. But let's get right into this video, man. This is crazy. Every once in a while, there is news that drops that is so insane that you have to stop what you are doing and go check it out. Such news dropped just a little bit ago. I was literally in the gym, in between sets, checking my phone. One of my homies on Facebook said Tom Hardy plus Venom equals I will give you all my money or something like that. And I was like, wait, what? This can't be true. I'm looking at an article here on Collider. Honestly, it's craziness. It's really happening. He will literally star in the title role of the Venom film, which will kick off the Sony Marvel universe. That's what they're calling it. This is Sony's attempt to do a shared universe. And it's crazy. This is they're taking their shot. I have been pretty vocal about how I don't really want Sony to do its own version of the Marvel universe. I like Spider-Man hanging out with the Avengers. Hey, if they can figure out how to make this work and have, you know, some of their characters show up in Sony's universe and Sony's characters show up in the Marvel universe, whatever, man. I want the comic book experience. I want all these characters together. It's what Kevin Feige wants as well. He actually was speaking about that in an interview earlier this week. But in either case, Sony's taking a crack at this thing. They're calling it the Sony's Marvel universe, and they are kicking it off with a Venom movie starring Tom Hardy. He's going to be Eddie Brock. It's pretty crazy. Apparently, Ruben Fleischer, the guy that did Gangster Squad and Zombieland, will direct. He's a pretty good director, so that's kind of cool. There's a couple other things that really pop off to me here. First of all, the Venom film is supposed to be R-rated. That's a key important point here. Now, here's what's kind of interesting. Although I am a guy that unabashedly loves the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think the MCU is one of the best things that's ever happened for comic book fans. It's incredible, but then I saw Logan. Logan is a masterpiece of filmmaking. The R rating is beautifully used. They go no holds bar in that movie. And it's really cool. The honest to God truth is, if we were waiting for Marvel movies, anything that was announced new, we'd have to wait till the end of their current slate. So it would be a long, long time before we got any Marvel movies. And they're definitely not going to make any of them rated R. It's just Disney. It's just not their thing. They're not into it, which is fine. So with the Sony's Marvel Universe, God, that's annoying. What are we going to call this? The SMU? Actually, that's not bad now that I think about it. The SMU. So in the SMU, they're going to do R-rated movies. This is kind of cool. So you can think of this as like Marvel Max, maybe, you know? And if they can play nice and get the characters to work together, I am totally into it, okay? So here's the other thing that's really interesting. Screenwriter Christopher Yost, they call him Chris Yost in this article because they don't know shit, but Christopher Yost, who wrote on Thor Ragnarok, will write the script for a pitch on Spider-Man characters Black Cat and Silver Sable. That's pretty cool. Look, Christopher Yost actually wrote my favorite run of the Scarlet Spider, and that was Kane's solo run after Spider Island. I rave about this series all the time. Christopher Yost, genius, brilliant writer, really, really like him. And if he is going to be playing around in the SMU, guys, it's possible. I can't believe I'm saying this. It is possible that we could eventually get a Scarlet Spider movie, whether it be Ben Reilly or Kane or both. We could get that, and it could be R-rated. Holy shit, give me Kane Scarlet Spider R-rated, and I will literally leave the MCU behind, and I will be a pro SMU guy for the rest of my life. But I find it very interesting that he is going to be pitching the Black Cat and Silver Sable movie. Hopefully that goes through. Like I said, really like to see him more involved. But Venom, I mean, so here's what's interesting. Here is what is interesting. You need Spider-Man, right? Like, I don't want to see Venom, especially since it is going to be Eddie Brock. I mean, that's a good sign. Hardy's the guy for it. Way better than Topher fucking Grace. What the fuck were they thinking with that movie? But anyways, so he will crush it as both Brock and Venom. That will be awesome. But you need Peter in there. Like, even if they have Tom Holland in the movie, but sparingly, that's okay. Like, you can still do that. You can even, I don't know, there's probably ways they could cut it with not showing Spider-Man's face and just kind of leave on him, leaving the symbiote behind or whatnot. But you need Spider-Man. Otherwise, Venom does not have any of the spider powers. He absorbs those powers from Peter's DNA. When he is bonded to Peter Parker, he literally gets some of those powers. That's where the organic webbing comes from, the super strength, the symbol, everything. So without that, Venom wouldn't have those powers, and that's lame. I don't want to see the Venom Space Knight. I don't want to see an incarnation of the symbiote without Spider-Man powers. That would suck. So the fact that they're doing Eddie Brock, it leads me to believe that Tom Holland will be in this picture, which is kind of an interesting idea. I can't believe it, but they're winning me over with this. If we can get something akin to Logan, obviously it has to have its own tone, but like, man, maybe Eddie Brock is, just, I don't know, has a heroin addiction or something and things are going bad for him. It can't possibly be that he loses his job at the paper thanks to Peter Parker. But he has to hate Peter Parker. And then what happens is the symbiote, because it's rejected by Peter, also hates Peter Parker, and they get together and they throw on a hate Peter Parker party. Wow, that's a hard thing to say, actually. A hate Peter Parker party. I'm gonna hashtag that. But anyways, they have that party, and with their shared hate, find common ground, bond, and become the Eddie Brock Venom. Damn, that's cool. The only problem is timeline. Tom Hardy is an older guy. So unless they're going to do this way in the future, how is Peter Parker in the state that we see him now in the MCU? Tom Holland, I'm saying, how is that going to work with a much older Eddie Brock? I mean, I guess it's possible that he could still hate this kid. But I mean, is anybody who hates a kid like him, like, I guess he could hate Spider-Man, so that could work. He could hate Spider-Man and not Peter Parker, which would be interesting, I guess. But the timeline is one thing that's kind of screwing with me. Obviously, we really know very little. This announcement was just kind of made, so I wanted to bring the information to you guys, talk about what I found cool about it, and speculate, man. I mean, like I said, if we can get a Logan-esque Venom picture, I might just be all on board. And you know what would be kind of cool? Marvel might accept this as well. Like, if Marvel sees what's going on here and they're like, well, okay, at least we get more comic book movies. I mean, they get a portion of the money from that anyways, don't they? They have to, right? So maybe they're okay with it. And as comic book fans, we can start to get more flavor and not just the repeated MCU cookie cutter film every single time, which I'm starting to get tired of even as their biggest fan. So maybe this is okay, but let me know in the comment section, guys. I want to know what you think. Do you agree with me that Tom Holland is perfect for this? I mean, I love Tom Holland. I think he's an amazing actor. He'll now have played Bane and Venom. I mean, he's making a run for the villains here. Very, very cool stuff. Let me know. Do you think it'll work? Do you agree with me that the SMU is growing on you, that this announcement does a lot to get you excited for it? Please let me know. That and more in the comment section below. One more time, I gotta apologize, guys. I'm sorry. We're gonna get back to normal business very, very soon. I'm talking more Star Wars videos, Injustice videos, gaming videos in general. We're getting back on our Dragon Ball Super coverage. We're gonna be giving you guys a ton of awesome content here on the channel. So please bear with us in this, my very, very busy hour as I try to make this Kickstarter work. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you're having an awesome and nerdy day. See ya!